Hi, Jerome here. Light Over Winter is Appetite's latest offering at their Newcastle Common venue in Newcastle Town Centre. It's an exhibition of photographs by 14 local photographers who've taken part in workshops led by Grain Photography Hub. I went along to a bustling preview event to meet some of the workshop leaders and some of the photographers, who were clearly very excited to see their images on a gallery wall.
So my name's Nicola Shipley and I'm the Director of Grain Projects.
Okay, tell me more about Grain and the work you've been doing with Appetite.
So Grain is an arts organisation and we're a not-for-profit. We specialise in contemporary photography and working with individuals, communities, organisations to have people tell their stories, explore issues, develop new opportunities for creativity, and we do that all over the Midlands. And we've been working with Appetite for a number of years now, and most recently on the project that you're here to see tonight at Newcastle Common, where we've been working with a core group of 14 individuals who live across Stoke-on-Trent and Newcastle-under-Lyme Borough on a series of photography projects and workshop activities, ranging from photo walks, where people are discovering landscape and photographing the surroundings, through to more experimental techniques like photo weaving and lumen printing.
Would these people describe themselves as photographers? Are they novices? What sort of level were they at when they entered the project?
People come from all different backgrounds to photography. It's really accessible, it's really democratic, and the group, people have a broad range of skills, and I think some people came to the group with cameras that they're used to using, with skills that they already had, and with strong projects and strong ideas already, and others were new starters, and it's been great to have such a broad range of people being involved.
And tell me something about the presentation of the images, because not all of the images are just straightforward 2D photographs.
No, the exhibition at Newcastle Common has a lot of different photograph styles, genres and techniques, from traditional photography, if you like, so cityscapes and landscapes, through to photo weaving. So they worked with an artist called Nalupa Yasmin, who cuts up photographs and weaves with them. So creating these extraordinary structures and pictures through woven photographs. They also worked with an artist called Claire Hewitt, who developed lumen prints with the group. So each member of the group were invited to bring in objects that were important to them. So objects where they could tell a story or explore a memory, something that was meaningful, personal from home, and then developed lumen prints, which you can see on the back wall, sort of beautiful, dramatic lumen prints. And we've hung the work in a variety of ways as well, not in a sort of traditional linear way, I suppose. We've tried to be quite experimental with it.
My name's Stephen Burke. I'm the project producer for Grain, and I'm also an artist and photographer. This project, Light Over Winter, is a collaborative exhibition by 14 photographers that have been working with myself and two other artists, Nalupa Yasmin and Claire Hewitt, who've also been running workshops. And as a group, they kind of came up with this theme of the exhibition, with this idea of kind of looking at kind of winter and photography and light.
Tell me something about their confidence level as photographers. They obviously had varying levels of photographic skill. There may even have been people that wouldn't have called themselves photographers at the beginning of the process. So how have you worked with them to bring on their skills and confidence?
Yeah, in lots of ways. I think one of the things I'm really interested in is finding out about what other people are interested in, and then bring that in as part of their photography, and how we can use photography to tell our own stories and stories about other people. But yeah, I think photography also has a natural thing of kind of helping people to talk about things that are important to them. It's simply as if someone takes a picture and then just to ask the question, why is that important to you? And then you can just, someone can kind of really explore the meaning, why they're doing it, And I think that really does help with people's kind of self-confidence and, talking out loud and, being with other people. And what a lot of the things that we've done in the workshops, especially the online workshops, is it's very much a place for conversation and for sharing pictures and for sharing ideas, as well as learning about photography, but also, everyone kind of having that chance to speak and share, and also comment on other people's pictures, say why they like them, maybe give everyone kind of helping each other as well, which I think is a really nice thing as part of the project.
How often have you met and, say, for the online meetings, have you given people a theme to work to for that week and then sent them off by themselves?
So we've normally been doing the sessions every 2 weeks, whether that's online or in person. One of the really nice things that's developed is the WhatsApp group, which has been a really great way of people staying in contact and developing friendships, and people posting pictures, whether they're kind of pictures of photographs that they're kind of really working on, or just sharing what they've been up to that day. So that's actually been one of the really nice things that's kind of developed, and that sense of friendship, sense of being together. But yes, certainly the WhatsApp group has been a really nice place for kind of camaraderie, encouragement, sharing ideas, and people wishing each other a happy Christmas and happy New Year, and showing what they've been up to and having for dinner and things like that. So that's been a really kind of nice kind of friendship thing that's developed.
A lot of people will have been using sort of lockdown walks to take on new hobbies such as photography. But you've had one participant who's had sort of mobility issue. She doesn't get out very much. She's actually responded to this project in a really great way. So tell me a little bit about her work.
So Carol, she has mobility issues, and she's made this amazing body of work that is a series of pictures from her front door, which just shows life that's happening outside her street, building works, the changing weather, the changing from day to night. And it's a really I just really like it as a project. I like the kind of straightforwardness of it. And I like the kind of consistent view, but it's kind of the same, but it's different and it's changing. And I think, it's a really nice project. Carol's also in the past worked on another project when we did another series of these workshops at the start, where she went around and photographed the fronts of shops where there was no access to people in wheelchairs. So again, another really powerful project about kind of rights for people with disabilities, and also just thinking, about how if you don't have a disability, how you don't even question it. It's not even part of your process that you'd even question that a small step could be a real hindrance. So Carol's, she's got great ideas and, very good on the themes and using photography to tell her story as well. And again, that's one of the things that we're trying to draw out of everyone who's taking part. What is your story, and how can photography be used to tell that? Whether that's like Carol, or whether it's Salem, who's this wonderful lumen print of an apple. And you should speak to Salem, and he'll tell you a wonderful story about how apples have been this amazing, important thing to him since he moved from Turkey to the UK, and how cooking and food, and particularly apple pies, and he's made some tonight, have been a way of him to communicate to people and to create friendships. So again, how can we use photography to tell that kind of really interesting and important story?
That's great. Thank you very much, Stephen. I look forward to chatting to Salem.
Salim is just here. I can introduce you to him.
Hello, my name is Selim, and I just joined this photographer group to find a way to express myself better.
Salem, we're standing next to this wonderful lumen print, right next to us here. A blueprint with an apple shape. Tell me how you came to produce this image and why it is important to you.
Okay, so I joined the group very late, and I missed one online workshop to tell all the details how to do it. And then the next workshop I could join. And then I got an email. Then in email they said that I need to bring something, a natural thing that meaningful to us. I came to Northern Ireland 5 years ago, and when I came here, my English was even worse than now. So it was very difficult to express myself, and after a while I find a kind of depression to myself, because you are very isolated if you can't talk. Even if the people around you, you are isolated. And then I was a volunteer there, and during every week, one day in a week, every volunteer has to cook. And then I find the way to express myself with cooking, because when people like my cooking, then it makes me happier. And I just made even more. I gave a big attention on it, and then I improve it. And my side dish was the apple pie. So when I got the email, something natural, meaningful natural thing, I brought the apple. But of course, apple was not a great image to use in the lumen print because of the technique. There is a glass and a line. It should be like as thin as a leaf. So then it was a bit difficult. But after I told this, they just liked the idea, and we tried to cut it, and they made this image. So
is this image made of just a thin slice of apple?
Thin slice on apple. And then they asked me to apple pie, my side dish, to project. So I'm so happy actually I contribute to the exhibition with my apple pies as well. I have only one image here, but I'm so proud because I also came here during lockdown, and I don't know anyone. My wife gave a birth, and she is from here, so we moved here. So this exhibition actually so meaningful for me. First time I find the friends. Because of the lockdown, I can't go anywhere and find someone. So when I have this image on the wall, so I'm kind of proud of myself, and I'm so happy.
Excellent image, and I'm going to judge you on your apple pie baking as well. Thanks for your time, Salem.
Hi, my name's Abigailwinkle.
Okay, Abigail, tell me about the images that you've got in this exhibition.
Most of them are light trails. I like taking photographs in the evening and reflections in the street. I do love the colours and the light that reflect at night time.
I mean, are you a keen photographer anyway? Would you have described yourself as a photographer even before entering this project?
Yeah, more of a hobbyist photographer, really. I've always liked taking photographs with my phone, but then I took the step to get a proper camera about 7 or so years ago when I did a short course in Newcastle College.
What has it meant for you to take part in this exhibition?
It's helped me broaden out really with my photography, give me the motivation really to step out of maybe a little bit of my comfort zone and try new things and improve on things that I already liked anyway. So it really helped in that way.
How did you find the move going from being a smartphone photographer up into, digital SLR photographer?
Interesting. Getting used to all the different settings was a bit of a minefield. YouTube was great. I just loved watching YouTube videos because I learned visually. So watching somebody else explaining it and showing me how to do it was great. Also, making mistakes. You make mistakes and you learn from your mistakes, and then you happen on something else, another setting in the camera, and go, oh, that helps more. It's just basically getting out and doing it really helps.
Lovely. Thanks for chatting. Thank you.
I'm Ashley Boot, and I am a very amateur photographer. Like, I have my phone and I point and just go click, 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 and 200 photos later, maybe one of them turns out okay, but that's the joy, catching a moment in life. And this photograph of Mickey the cat was taken at my friend's house. She's rears the baby cats that are abandoned for Iris's cat rescue, so she does the hand bottle rearing, and he was one of the rescues. He just never left.
He's got beautiful eyes.
Yeah, and I love it's just the whole way the photos kind of shaped, and really, really cool. For me, it's if there's an emotional connection to the photograph, that's the photograph that I love. I don't really have the whole technique, the light, and everyone else is like checking with the lighters and, how their cameras are kind of, angled, and I'm just like, wow, click, click, click. But, yeah.
How did you come to take part in this project?
Well, I'd been in my flat at that point about 18 months, hadn't been out, partly due to COVID, partly anxiety and stuff, and just saw a thing on Facebook And I thought, oh, that sounds like fun, and clicked OK and realised I'd committed myself. I mean, I could have got out of it, but, and it's been amazing. It's given me a whole new lease on the way I'm looking at the world and life and everything. So it's been, it's not just been a surface level, come out, take some photos. I've got to meet people, become part of something. And we've got a WhatsApp group. So and we'll take photos and put on there and all chat about everything. So it's really, sense of community's been huge about this. And it's just been really fun as well, learning so much, and all the workshops we do on Zoom and a couple in person and stuff. So.
And what's it like to have your image on a gallery wall at an exhibition?
I haven't eaten all week. I've been so excited and nervous at the same time. Never had anything like this. And I walk in and I'm already seeing 4 of my photos on the walls, and I'm like, oh my God, look. The cat's famous, and like the one with the leaf over there. I have a tortoise, and I was trying to see what would the world look like from his viewpoint. So I was lying down and taking photos of weeds and stuff, and the sun just happened to be shining through. It was one of an accidental photograph that turned out really well. So
excellent. Thank you for chatting. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
The Light Over Winter exhibition is open for visitors at the Newcastle Common space on the High Street in Newcastle Town Centre. It runs until Saturday the 29th of January, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m, Tuesday through to Saturday. Find out more about Appetite's work by visiting their website, appetite.org.uk.